Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Spooky Pizza Gift Shop. My name is Ken. I am here today just to talk about some of the free local papers that we have in my area, because these are fun. They are often not well written, and they are often not well edited, but they are free, and they are, quite frankly, a lot of fun to read. Actually, because it is people for whom this is not this one. This one has a lot of ads, but it is for the most part people who are doing this as a passion project kind of thing. So this first one here is the South County News. This was established in 2013. This is apparently people for the 4th of July. So, and this covers the south end of our county because the north end of our county has larger cities, and it's just a bunch of small towns and rural areas in the south. So, you have things like the Lions Club gets ready for their beer and brats Summerfest. I have been to that in the before times, and it was a lot of fun, and for a good cause because the Lions do good work. Downtown Schoolcraft shops have back doors too, and it's funny because a lot of stores in different areas will have a back entrance that you can go in and out of, and most people don't realize that. So that's kind of interesting to know about. And there's a construction project going on in this town, which is why they're having to go through the back doors because they can't get down the main street. So they always have something about seniors. So here's a senior moment. Planning ahead is important. And believe me, that is my retirement goal right there, is just hang out and play chess all day. That'd be great. They always have the library events, which support your local public library, folks. They do a tremendous amount of work on a very slim budget, often. They always have, this one always has a travel thing. They usually all have a travel thing. This guy went to Door County, Wisconsin. If you did not know, another name for groundhogs is whistle pigs, because they do make kind of a little whistling noise. So there are a lot of unofficial names that I can't really say. So more on Wisconsin. There's always really bad poetry in these things. And I mean, it's heartfelt, but it's not great poetry. So Vicksburg third grader has perfect attendance. I've never been in favor of that. Take your days off. Life is too important. And I think they do this kind of thing in elementary school and high school, so it primes you to do that on the job. And it's like, nope, life happens. You are going to need to take days off. So always there's a big section on local high school sports. More high school sports. Election coverage, but it's all local, which is very different than what you get in the big newspapers. That might be why this one's so thick. This is thicker than what's usual. There's always reports on local government happenings. I did not realize that the town that I used to live in had lead pipes, but there we go. So that may explain a lot of why the water was kind of weird there in town. But yeah, government meetings, obituaries, and those are always variable quality. Lots of ads on the bottom, though. So, on a cartoon, Country Chuckles by Johnny Hawkins. So, ask about a free vacation with this boat. And the salesperson is saying, you buy the boat and I get the free vacation. So, yeah, and then here are people who support this paper financially. This one is the Good News paper. I love this one because it always has recipes, and this time it looks like they have popsicle recipes, so it looks like something with kiwi and berries in it. Tremendous amount of fun. They always have practical things in here, planting tips for attracting pollinators to your landscape, and a whole How to attract butterflies, how to attract hummingbirds. Here's some tips. Here's specific plants, um, which is good. This is always cool because this paper always does remember when, and they talk about local businesses or landmarks. And this talks about remember when Millam Park, and I remember going there as a child, and there was this little kind of dam here that you can see. It was about 3 or 4 feet high, and I cannot remember why that was built. I'd heard about it because they took it out recently. So now you don't have that. But anyway, there was a zoo there. Um, there is a golf course right next to it too. So I will read that. That'll be fascinating for me. Random acts of artness. We do have a pretty arty community around here, and there's a really cool woodcut of a fanny pack. But anyway, here's a bit about Amazing Grace, the song, which I don't know why there's an illustration of a slave ship there, but we will see. So library reads, things that are popular right now. There's Richland Art Fair. Yeah, told you. We have kind of an arty community. It's nice. Heart of the home, soaking away your troubles. And yes, it's amazing. Like if you've ever had little kids that are just cranky and having a bad day, give them water. Either put them in the tub or put them in a kiddie pool, or just give them a bucket and some little cups to play with water. And that water just calms people down. So this is piece by piece. I have no idea what this is. This is one of those kind of memory thought pieces that they get in here every once in a while. This one apparently is about camping. And I used to love camping when I was a kid. As I get older, the lack of mosquitoes and climate control is I'm becoming a bigger fan of. Here's an article on the Great Lakes Exposition, which was a remedy for the Great Depression. And look at that 1930s art style there. That was the poster for it. So, and here's a postcard you could buy. Remember postcards? You could go somewhere and buy a postcard and mail it to people. They always usually have something about relationships. Here's depression, understanding it, treatment, and learning how to help your loved one through it, which is good information. They always have some parenting tips. And this is, I'm going to take issue with that. Notice the girl is doing the dreamy, imaginy thing on the beach, and the boy is being the scientist. And that's typically how those gender roles break down in these kinds of things like this. I happen to work in a science lab, and the vast majority of the scientists working there are all women. So that dichotomy is just simply not true. Here are our recipes, though. Ooh, cool treats. So they have chili lime watermelon popsicles. I don't know about that, but we will see. PB&J popsicles, which actually do have peanut butter in them. And then these are the rainbow popsicles. So the red layer is it's all mix of all sorts of things. Banana, Greek yogurt, raspberries, strawberries. The orange layer is a banana, Greek yogurt, peaches, and an orange, and a mango. Ooh. Yellow layer has banana, Greek yogurt, pineapple. Green layer is banana, Greek yogurt, spinach, a cup of frozen pineapple. Oh, okay. And then, these are not the ones that I saw here. These are the ones, the whole fruit popsicles. So these are kiwis, strawberry halves, roughly chopped mango, blueberries, roughly chopped watermelon, and a cup of rough chopped pineapple. These are layered watermelon popsicles. I've seen people make those on Instagram and YouTube, and that always looks like fun. So here's a movie review of It's a Wonderful Life. We have a 12 Baskets food pantry that is celebrating 10 years. Unfortunately, we are an arty community, but we do have some poverty, and we do have some people that try to help out with that. So it's kind of nice that we have that. It would be even nicer if we didn't have poverty. So new museum exhibit we do have. Is this Kalamazoo Institute of the Arts to present clearly indigenous native artworks, which is awesome. But we do have a kind of a science and history museum downtown that is free, and they do all sorts of cool things. Free July events. Environment, considering blue food. This is all about how blue foods are healthy for you, and that is true. But then a whole list of free July events. So I just love the fact that there's all sorts of things. So this event here, Friday, July 12th, Stayed on the Street, the Bootstrap Boys. I've been hearing that on the radio quite a bit. So they are a local band from Grand Rapids. The Cookbook Club, One Pot, Pan Planet by Anna Jones. Select a recipe, make it and bring it. 6 to 7 p.m. at the Richland Library. So all sorts of cool stuff going on here. And then, of course, a big ad on the back for Big C Lumber. And this is West Michigan or Southwest Michigan Spark. Things are coming up green at the Tiny Giant Farm. That's on page 10. So I'm just going to skip to that. I skipped too far. This is what happens when you don't do things in order. Farming sustainably and responsibly is a must for Tiny Giant Farm. Look at the beautiful beds there in that picture. Where is this? It's in Richland, so far, far away from me. So, but they are selling at local farmers markets. Those are gorgeous things there. So we do have quite a few farmers markets around here, which is nice. The one thing I don't like about this one, inside they have expert advice, and so it's basically just people promoting their own business. It's not expert. It's just buy my stuff. But whatever, they need to pay their bills. So this is the bit from the editor talking about. I've always loved Ripley's Believe It or Not books. So there's a Stranger Than Science book. Out of This World. So interesting. I might look those up at in the library. So here is this guy always has a column laughing at the march of time. So I have no idea what that is going to be about, but his is usually a pretty interesting column and fairly well written. Here's an article about a local store we have called Pacific Rim Foods, which carries all sorts of Asian foods. It's pretty amazing. They also have like a little cafe in there. That's good. Recipes. Oh, microwave cherry cobbler. Oh, well, that sounds good. Whipped cherry goat cheese. That would be amazing on a cracker. Oh wow. New enclosure made for happier turtles. We do have a place here called the Kalamazoo Nature Center, which is pretty cool. It's way to the north side of the county. But they have all sorts of cool stuff, including new turtle enclosures, apparently. We always have book reviews. We have a Center Stage Theater that's producing Oliver. Nice little history bit here about the Burrell Brothers Pioneer Wagon and Carriage Manufacturers. Here's the bit about the farm. Alone and lost until this Kalamazoo agency helped older couple thrive again. I'm not sure what that's about. We do have an air zoo, historic World War II airplane restored by the Air Zoo Aerospace and Science Center, and that is a cool place. It's a little pricey, just be prepared, but it's real. They have a Blackbird. Is it a Blackbird? The spy plane. They have one there. The engine they sells are empty because it would be so heavy with the engines in it that the plane would go through the concrete block or concrete floor. So, movie reviews. It has been ages since I have been in a movie theater. So I'm always like, well, those will come out. I'm always like, those will come out. I'll rent them at the video store. We don't have video stores anymore either. So there's usually a profile of somebody. This person is both a lifelong teacher and student. These kind of like little glances into somebody's life are always really interesting to me. I don't know why. I love biographies. So Wednesday Warriors. This is from someone from the Southwest Michigan Land Conservancy. We are trying to preserve some of our savanna lands around here. Healthy living. Here's why you should eat watermelon. It's pretty good for you. So, Tales from the Road, Southeast Michigan road trip. So these folks, they went to Wisconsin in this one, Here, they're just going to the other side of the state. Say yes to seniors, Kalamazoo County senior millage renewal. Lots of ads. But yeah, that's it. And then I think they all have a full page ad on the back because this one doesn't. But it's kind of prime real estate. So anyway, there are just some local papers and what they contain. And I always pick these up when I go to the grocery store because they're a lot of fun to read. And when I'm done, I put them in the recycling. So thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.
And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, please feel free to hit the like button. But if you have a question or a comment, please go ahead and leave one of those. I do read everything that I get, and I would love to respond to you. So until next time, have a great day, have a great week, and be careful out there.